I'm standing in front of the building that changed my life. I spent my money buying it, remodeling it, and converting it into my business. You won't believe the story of how I got it. But first, let me get into the mindset of what it takes to get wealthy. You must spot opportunities that other people miss. Diamonds in the rough, like this building, hidden gems. That way, you can buy real estate and businesses for pennies on the dollar and just make a fortune doing it. That brings me to how I got this building. This building was never for sale. It was never on the open market. No real estate agent had it as a listing. What I did was I went to the county assessor's office in San Diego, looked up the property, and found the owner myself. I then literally went up to his door, knocked on it, and asked him, "Hey, my name is Alex. I'm interested in this property. Can we please talk about it?" The owner, he was this old recluse, this hermit. He looked at me and then he burst out laughing. He had let the building go to hell. Tall weeds, broken windows, boarded up windows. But even though we had built up a rapport, he was not interested in selling. I kept in contact with him. Months eventually went by, and I eventually worked up the courage to write him an actual letter. The old school kind, with stamps and everything. He called me back saying, "Gosh, you really have a hard-on for that building. That building isn't useful to me anymore. It's just sitting there. So let's talk. I'm interested." And eventually we did make a deal. No other buyers, no other brokers, no other listing agents, no other investors, just us two, just me and him. And we closed that deal. And that is how I got such a good deal on this property. No other buyers, no other competitors. It was not listed. It was not on the open market, you guys. This was the genesis of my business. This was the start of it all. In a minute, I'll show you how things looked before and how they look now. But in the meantime, I wanted to talk about the mindset needed to become an entrepreneur. But guys, that is what I'm talking about. Spotting hidden opportunities, hidden gems. That is the secret to getting wealthy. It's just turning other people's trash into treasure, seeing the untapped potential of something. And today, this building has made me a fortune. Not only is my business thriving, but the real estate has almost tripled in value in 5 short years. And that has made me a fortune, you guys. That is why you must look for untapped opportunities, things that people overlook. Every day, thousands and thousands of people pass by here, but because it looks so ugly, nobody bothered to stop by. Great location. It just needed a facelift. And that is the kind of investment that I'm willing to do every single time. Hey guys, one way of building wealth is to become your own boss. Basically to work for yourself, because you get to keep the lion's share of your profits. You have to level up, you have to increase your skills. In my case, I had to go through a lot of school, 4 years of college, 4 years of dental school, 3 years of orthodontics in order to get to this position. But it is very worth it, I can tell you. There's definitely problems, there's definitely a lot of hurdles, a lot of obstacles, but being my own boss, being an entrepreneur is definitely the way to go. With that said, let me dive into the related concept of entrepreneurship, having grit and tenacity, and starting your own business from scratch. When you're starting your own business, you've got to have an abundance of grit. You're going to have to dig it out of the mud. Nobody is going to give it to you. Nobody. You must have the mindset that you're going to go through this no matter what, come hell or high water, and you're going to succeed, damn it. You must be fully committed, fully invested, because in this season of your life, you're going to go through a tremendous amount of pain, suffering, and stress. Those are the YouTubers who are peddling the easy life with entrepreneurship. They're lying to you. That is straight up trash. Entrepreneurship is about grit and hard work. There's no easy shortcuts. There's no easy way. There's only a tremendous amount of work ahead of you. The sooner you adapt this mindset, the more of an entrepreneur you will become. In just a second, while I roll clips about the extensive remodeling of this building, I want to talk about how 2 things, being a business owner and being a real estate investor, those 2 things can compound and rapidly increase your net worth. The other thing that I wanted to point out was that this is a standalone building that I own. So essentially, I'm the landlord landlord and the tenant. The tenant is my orthodontic business, and the landlord is an LLC that I created, that I own. So essentially, I'm both the tenant and the landlord. And this has a lot of tax benefits. When you have owner-occupied buildings, you can qualify for a lot of very attractive loan products like small business administration loans, SBA loans, different types of commercial loans. Here in San Diego County, the price of real estate has just skyrocketed. There's a lot of equity in this building now. So not only are you making money in your own business, obviously, but at the same time, you're also getting equity by your property appreciating over time, just simply by working every day, by going to work every day, by letting time do its thing. The value of the property itself goes up over time. I can tell you it's not the easiest thing though, because number one, you have to save up. And in my case, you have to save up about 20% for a down payment on the building. And then you have to construct it and remodel it. For dental, it's a little bit expensive because you have to think about plumbing, electrical, but I can tell you it's absolutely worth it. You are in control now. Nobody can kick you out. You're not renting from anybody. It just gives you peace of mind. It's so expensive to build a dental office that when you have your own office, it's yours and you own it. Nobody can kick you out. Not to mention there's a lot of tax benefits that go along with owning real estate as well, and also being an owner-occupied building. In our next clip, I also wanted to show you a duplex that we bought. A duplex is 2 units on 1 lot that I rent out to tenants who pay me rent every month in order to live there. It's nice because in San Diego, there's a massive housing shortage, and it feels good to be able to provide safe, clean, affordable housing to families. If you guys are interested in more about that, I'll make a video about that as well as soon as that plane goes over. But the nice thing about this duplex is that it has a huge backyard, and it also has a garage as well. Here in California, because of the housing crisis, they've implemented these ADU laws. ADUs are accessory dwelling units that are little mini houses you can rent out to people. They're very good investments because the ROI is very high. The price of building an ADU, let's say for a detached ADU, it's about $300,000, but you can rent it out for, in this area, maybe $3,600, $3,800, which is very, very high. The ADU game right now in San Diego is a good option for building monthly cash flow and also building equity in your properties. If this content is interesting to you, please like, comment, and subscribe. It lets me know that this content is engaging to people, and I'll definitely be working on more of this kind of content. Thank you so much. Hey guys. So this is a duplex that I own. A duplex is 2 units that is on 1 lot. There's 1 unit where there's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath unit, and then there's also a smaller one where there's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath unit. We have tenants in there, and every month tenants pay us a monthly rent so that there's a way to generate monthly cash flow that way. Let me give you a little history on this duplex because it's pretty interesting. This duplex used to be almost unlivable. It was in complete disrepair. It was in horrible shape. I'll play a clip about how it used to look before, and then I'll play a clip about how it looks now. You want to buy properties that have a lot of potential to it. They look ugly, but it just needs fixing. It needs remodeling because that's where the money is made. You can buy properties for a cheaper price if it requires a lot of work and put in sweat equity in order to build it up by remodeling it, by upgrading it. That's how you make money in real estate. Buy ugly properties, ugly houses, and remodel them. The other benefit that I wanted to talk about in San Diego, and especially in California in general, there's a housing crisis. The state has implemented some laws, some ADU laws that allow us to build ADUs. ADUs are accessory dwelling units. They're basically mini houses. In our case, we want to build 3 of them right here on this lot. One of them is a garage conversion ADU. We're going to convert a garage into, in this case, a 1-bedroom unit. This is going to provide yet another unit for people to be housed in. The back has a huge backyard. That allows us to build 2 detached ADUs, 2 separate individual houses in the backyard. And so this is an exciting thing because number 1, it increases the value of the property. Number 2, we can get more monthly cash flow. And number 3, you can feel better about providing safe, clean, affordable housing to people who really need housing. Housing now is so expensive. It's so up there that affording rent is very difficult. The reason for that is the limited supply of housing. Give me a second. I'm going to show you in the back what I mean by a huge backyard. Let me show you, okay? All right, so here we are in the property's backyard. This property is gigantic. It has 14,000 square feet. It's big enough to accommodate 2 detached ADUs, and that's what we plan to do here. We want to build 2 separate houses essentially in this backyard. We're currently in the permit phase of this project. I want to show you guys, I'll make a series about how ADUs are built. It's definitely one way to increase your net worth, your equity, your monthly cash flow, especially here in California. This is an amazing property because of this large backyard. We want to maximize the use of it, so I can't wait to show you guys. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments below.